Austin. It's been a while since I've spoken much English, so I think I better take a second and brush up. I'm sorry for any mistakes I might make. I don't often speak English. It's usually Italian and only Italian. Here I am making our first vlog letter, or letter number 1, as we will from now on call it. It is May 10th, 2011, and you know what that means. There are 62 days until I get back into the United States. This week, my class from school went on a trip, and I didn't go because it was really expensive, and I thought I was going to be taking the SATs this weekend. Even though my class went on their school trip, I still had to stay home and go to school. The funny thing is, the teachers were actually getting mad that we went to school because they didn't want to teach 2 or 3 students. So we ended up getting sent home after about an hour and a half. I did exactly 1 hour and 23 minutes of learning this morning. I also don't have to go to school the next 2 days. Party time! It's really nice to not have school because it gets really boring. Like in American school, at least you have activities and stuff to do, but here it's just like the teacher talks and you write notes, and that's as exciting as it gets. Sunday, while I still wasn't feeling good, my host mom dragged me out of bed and we went on a bike ride, and I gotta tell you, bike riding has become my new favorite hobby in the past few weeks. Because around where I live, the countryside is so beautiful, and there are all these paths and different places you can go. So Sunday, as we were riding along, we finally headed back home after about an hour and a half. There's this one small lake, and we have to use a bridge to go over it. And as I was coming down, I was going really fast, and I tried to turn, but there was a lot of gravel on the ground. I ended up falling over on my bike, doing a somersault, and landing on the ground so close to the highway. If there weren't guardrails, I probably would have gotten killed. Anyway, now my knee looks like a bear came at me and tried to scratch me to death on my leg because it's just all cut up and it looks ridiculous. Maybe I shouldn't go so fast next time. You know what America's missing? Peach juice. I mean, it sounds like a simple idea because we have like apple juice and orange juice, but it's so not the same. It is my favorite drink in the world. Saturday night after the birthday party that I went to, we all walked down to the center of Milan because that night Milan's major team had won. Their name is AC Milan, or AC Milan if you want to be American about it. Anyway, the game turned out 0-0, but it was the end of the championship, and that means having 0-0 means that this team of Milan won, and so we went down to the center of Milan, which isn't that far from where I live, and we saw people going crazy for the team after they won, and there were flags, and they had their faces painted, and they were screaming and chanting and singing, and oh, it was ridiculous, and it was one of the most exciting things I've done this year. Well, Austin, that's all the time I have for today, and I guess I will see you Thursday when you do make your video for me.